Okay, so to get started, I think we have to start with some basic ideas that were created by a mathematician that I'm very fond of, George Boole. George Boole, among the mathematicians, is not necessarily the most prominent mathematician. In fact, he worked at a small university of Cork, but he had a very interesting idea that when people were working with mathematics, people were often fascinated with numbers, for example, and even algebra. And very often the mathematics took them to discuss questions about how can I deal with an infinite set of numbers? How do I deal with large numbers, etc. But Boole said, I am actually interested in the structure of thought. And his big insight was that to model thought, if I ask what do I need to represent thought, he came up with a very simple point of view, right? That one of the atoms that I need in order to represent the way I think is to have two states, true and false, right? And that's all I need. So while the numbers are infinite, the Boolean logic is based on a finite set, right? So actually, in some ways, we could spend a lot of time on this finite set mathematics and come up with lots of very powerful practical tools to use in life. Surprising but true, right? The study of what is the algebra and the mathematics of the finite set of two values. Okay, we already talked about the Python Boole, so that's already available to us in some sense programmatically.